front of your pocket. I can see my notch here. I'm going to mark it with the pencil so you can see it. So notice that I have a pair, right? I'm not making two flaps to one side. It has happened, so please make sure you have a pair. Okay, now, what I did was that I pinned the right side to right side. This is right side together. And I lined up the lining, and I just put 3 pins along the edge. Okay, now, the next thing I do is that I take my shaper. This is my shaper. I cut the ends off, okay? I place this on top where the notch is, and I took a white pencil, and I traced it all around, okay? Got that? You have to take the shaper, all right? You don't do it on the lining side. You do it on the fabric side. Okay, now when you're going to do the other side, you look for your notch, where here it is, and you flip this over like this, okay? All right?
So what did you cut off your machine?
Oh, okay, then I'll explain to her very fast when she comes, okay? Question?
What did you cut off? Did you cut something off your
There's 2 edges here.
those ones that were
Those
sticking out.
indicate the seam allowance.
Okay.
Okay, so I cut those off because I don't need them, okay? And you should have 2 of these, all right? So I do the same thing to this one here. Now, you have to make, I want you to look at my flap on my jacket and notice how the lining is smaller than the flap itself. Okay, so how do I do that? After I finish tracing, I start basting, not on my sewing line. You never baste on your sewing line, okay? I'm pushing the lining out. Not a lot, just a hair. And I'm bringing it up at the bottom. I'm bringing it up like this. See that? Notice that? The difference between
Like
the...
an eighth, right?
No, less than an 8.
Less, okay.
Yeah. I'm doing it at the bottom. Now you have to realize the notch is the top part. You don't do anything to the top part. If you don't know what I mean, look at this flap here. Notice how the flap goes over the lining. Notice it. Come on. If you don't realize it, you can't picture it. It's already made. Look at it. Now tomorrow we should start as early as possible. If you could be here at 5:30, fine. If not, 6 o'clock will be fine. But I should be here at 5:30. It's an open lab. We don't have to be scattered. We could use the front part of the room, the back part of the room. It doesn't matter. Okay? There'll probably be other students here. Hopefully.
What will we be doing tomorrow?
Huh?
Yeah, what are we doing tomorrow in case we have...
I want to set in the flap.
So setting in the flap, is that
Yeah.
in the book?
Yes, it is. It is in the book. If you could follow the book and get it 100% right, it should look like this.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
But I want to see it tomorrow. See, if you...
But that's the thing, I have class tomorrow.
Oh, you won't be here at 6 then? Oh, okay, okay. Then you follow the book. And if not, what's your next option?
Asking a buddy.
Yes, you ask somebody in class, you see what they done, you hook up with them. It's so easy.
And have pancakes.
Now, some of you will have if your fabric is light, your lining should be fused, okay? If your fabric is heavy, your lining shouldn't be fused, okay? It's easier when the lining is fused. Look what's happening now. The lining is falling apart, okay? Maybe I should have fused it, I don't know. Now, what I want you to do is that you're going to follow your line, okay? The white line that we did, okay? I want to at least insert a flap. So please, I can't pick the student. So if that student is ready, we'll be ready to insert the flap. But remember, the beads have to be done. If the flap is done and the beads is not done, I can't do shit. Okay, honestly. I need both of them done in order to be able to insert the flap. So make sure you have the left flap, okay? Now I stop here. That means you will have to get both flaps done because I don't know which one this is. I'm not going to try figuring it out right now, okay? Now, my line for sewing is right here, so I'm going to start slow, back tack, slow, very slow sewing, so you can get the curve. The curve is the hardest one to get, okay? But you should already know how to handle that, all right? You start sewing, you follow the curve, and then you back tack. This is ready to be turned tomorrow once it's sewn, okay? So both of them have to be ready, okay? And you should have two of these because I'm using this to insert into this to get the same shape, okay? Now, I want to show you something. This is the front of the jacket, this is the front of the flap, and this is going to go in here like that. And the top besom is right there. This is your flap right there. See how beautiful it fits? Okay? That is your flap. Finished. All right? Now, one thing that I saw at Zara is that they put this flap plus a on the left side, which is this side, they put another flap over here. And on the right side, they put a besom pocket with the two lips. So you have two pockets on the other side and two flaps on this side, which is very nice. You have besom, flap, flap, and flap. You should take a look at the jacket. I mean, you could also use it for women's wear.
So it's not symmetrical?
Yeah, it's not. So I would have another flap over here with a besom, and then over here would be another besom pocket only. Very nice. I loved it.
Yep, nice.
Okay, now Sabrina, let me explain this to you. Okay, that'll be it for now. I got 5 minutes, Sabrina.
Okay.
Okay, now.